Hello and welcome to update number 50. So now I've emptied my phones of all the videos so far, so now I can make longer videos again, which means that I can go over everything in the video I tried to make that my phone stopped to make because of space issues, but to get to the point, after the update where I decided to go for a walk, I did afterwards, and it did help me both to get me more energized, but more importantly it alleviated my breathing issues. But I have come back a little bit, so I believe it is bad air circulation right now in my apartment, so I'm gonna try to remedy that. But I feel much better after eating and taking a walk outside. So I've decided that once every morning for the rest of the challenge I'm going to take a 10 to 15 minute walk out in the fresh air and take it from there. So, to this video's topic. I'm going to reveal one of my biggest weaknesses that I have been struggling with my entire life, because this problem is something that stems from my childhood traumas. I don't remember exactly when it started, but I know it was early. And that weakness is that I have had enormous trouble with telling the truth about myself. I've always made up stories about myself to make myself look better to the new people I meet, because I've always been ashamed of myself and my lack of accomplishments, because every accomplishment I've ever done, my darkness inside me has obscured from me, so I didn't really see accomplishments as accomplishments. So I've always had a problem with sticking to the truth, and it has over the years developed into a subconscious defense mechanism. That's how grave that problem has become. And as an example of that problem, after my ex broke up with me, I had no money to survive on. She was kind enough to help me out in the beginning, to help out with buying food and a bit of gas, which I am immensely thankful for. But after a few days, I had talked to my dad about things, and he agreed to help me for the first month with bills and money for food and stuff. So I didn't need to take more money from my ex. So when I came back to the farm, she was there, and I talked to her and said that I no longer am in need of help from her financially. I've solved it on my own. And she asked me, she said, "Oh, that's great. What have you found?" And I instinctively felt ashamed about borrowing more money, because I have such a huge debt already to my parents. that my subconscious choose to lie to her before I even got a chance to think consciously about what to say. I just blurted out a lie, which was that I was gonna work a side income, which wasn't true. And I didn't even think about it. I realized what I've said like 2-3 seconds after I said it. And I felt so ashamed that I couldn't bring myself to admit it right away. And I still haven't admitted it to her. But I will. But I have found a solution to that problem. And that solution is called radical truth telling. And what that entails is basically, no matter what it costs me, I will always stick to the truth. And if I slip up and lie without thinking, I will immediately address it and rectify it right away. This challenge and me putting my entire life online instead of just in a diary or making videos for myself without posting is because to really cement the fact that I will not be able to lie about myself after I've completed these 2 video series which I'm making right now, the 168 hour challenge and the Lotus Chronicles. In those videos, in all these videos, I will tell nothing but the truth. And by having that online, public, I will not be able to lie about myself, because people will find my YouTube channel, and when they look through the videos, they will have confirmation about that I've lied to them in case I do, and not rectify it, because this will be the complete truth about my life and what I've done and what I've not done and what type of problems I have and everything. I will lay everything on the table that is relevant to my future. So that is what I'm gonna do from now on, and I already started by admitting to a bunch of lies that I've told people around me, especially my family. I've come clean with everything to them. That is the first step in my change into radical truth telling. And just by me admitting that I have the problem in front of a camera, and I will post this video right after I've finished it, like all the others, it will now forever be out there that I have had that weakness. I'm not gonna have it anymore, but the truth is now out there about my weakness, and I will continue opening up about everything I can to really hammer down that I can only tell the truth from now on. Because as long as I keep to the truth, it is exactly like I've heard Jordan Peterson explain it. And that is the biggest perk of always telling the truth, which I've realized extremely much during my lifetime, since I've discovered that that weakness is a real problem in my life. he explained it like this: if you lie like I have done my entire life, it starts with one lie, but it quickly escalates to a whole web of lies to cover up lies to cover up lies, which has been extremely mentally draining, and it was impossible for me in the end to keep track of what lie I have told what person. And that has ended up in me losing every single good person I've had in my life. Except my family, thank God. But now, when I've finally woken up, I see the truth about the problem, which means I will be able to fix that problem. Because it ain't a problem if there aren't a solution for it. And with that, I will end this update, and we'll see what I talk about in the next one. Until then, stay tuned. Goodbye.